water, running the steam engine up on top, that then gear drives down to the wheels. Steam traction engine. And they all have to have a whistle. And we have it now up and running. $1959, 881. Mr. Vanneman fixed my microphone. Thank you, sir. This is another Guy McDaniel restoration. About 5 years ago, he found the tractor again, restored it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. Ford 801. A really nice 1959 Ford. This next tractor is an orchard tractor. This was restored by Bruce McDaniel in 2020. Michael Smith is the proud owner and operator. Thank you, Michael, for bringing that out. International Harvester McCormick D4. Or 04, pardon me. Notice the offset driver's location and the high wheel setup. So you can get up over the grass and see what furrows he's in. Gary Lockhart and bride on his 1941 John Deere H. Thank you all for coming down. Gary Lockhart, beautifully restored John Deere Model H. With the center wheel, a little different setup. This is a Ford Dextra with a Ford Ferguson plow on the back. Les Wood brings it down here. Les operated one of these as a youth in Scotland. When he came here, he hunted one down. Took him years to find it. But he's ever so happy to have that same machine that he had when he was a kid. The Model D. Johnny Popper, also known as, oh, it's green and yellow, but I think the green is a little gone. Not anywhere near that good one in left Farmall. Beautifully done. Thank you for bringing it out. Richard Johnson out of Santa Monica. Old Ferguson, that's an English Ford, is kind of how that goes. A little different. Bruce McDaniel is coming up here. Got it throttled way back, but this is his Cub Cadet. Jet engine out of the helicopter. This is the power. John Leach is coming up right behind. Square one, each and every part of it. John Leach built that. What a deal. One handle or the other, as opposed to the clutches and brakes that you see on a Caterpillar. So it's a little easier to steer. One tug and you steer left or another tug to right. Andy Mathias is the watchman on the side there. One volunteer. Good to have somebody on that other side because it's really hard to see what you're doing. Straight ahead, does not exist. The 816 refers to the horsepower. 8 horsepower to the ground if you're pulling a plow, or 16 horsepower to the flywheel to run a threshing machine. So guess what its primary use was? He was that size when his grandpa drove through, and then his dad drove through, and then he finally got too big and started driving through, and that's his daughter. That's generation 4 in that car seat, folks. Andy Moho. We thank you very much, sir, for your service. And Ken Barrett owns that machine. you tell from the Semper Fi sticker on the side. Come visit them right behind the announcers later on. He'd be more than happy to show you the tractors. But you can adjust the wheels to different widths or different furrow widths, depending on what you're farming and how you set your farm up. Ah, this is a Ken Burris. That's what they start out looking like, folks. That's a good one. That's a good one. So, and you saw what the result is. It's pretty amazing. A flywheel on either side of the engine, and then the engine up high at the center. Monica Durek is the owner. By the way, her name is Nancy. Folks will be more than happy to show you around these machines later on. They're burning wood in it now, a lot cleaner than the straw that it was built to burn. Next up is a Caterpillar D9. Caterpillar D2, Angela Capos, 1950s. Class D2, very pretty class D. Worked on engine scale in Oregon. There we go, that's a Model T Speedster. Scott Fraser is the operator. Wannabe Racing. He says it's a Model T. I ain't buying it. There are some Model T parts in there somewhere. Maybe. Ish. Totally T. A little temperamental, but they're an amazing tractor, and it's rated as a 1020, so it's 10 horsepower to the ground, 20 horsepower to the flywheel. Sounds like the lunch must be really close. Same with 2 cylinders opposed, able to reverse rather quickly, gear drive to the wheel. I'm told it was a part yesterday, but it's up and running today, and we appreciate the all-volunteer effort to get that up and going. Running very smoothly. Early Case tractor, 1930. Came out with them in 28, continued through the late 30s. And so, yeah, he's out walking the dog. And that's about as fast as those trucks would go up a hill. Chain drive. They put America behind trucks, I'll tell you. That was such a workhorse. John Deere 430 or 435, there's a little confusion here. Andy Homo is the operator. Next up is a beautifully restored. Yay, Marines! Believe it or not, this is actually a bit of a hill for these guys. They start to feel it a little bit on the way up. By the way, this is Christine. She's party. Very powerful. He thinks it's the end of the day. Not so. The big engines over on Gas Engine Row, kind of behind me. Start with the Fairbanks Morse, the big 3-cylinder gas engine. Go on from there. Sawmill will run about 2 o'clock.